At first glance, this looks just like, well, a couple of fellas grabbing a car, running it through a bush, up on a lawn, joyriding, ha, 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 let's get out and run away. No harm, no foul. This doesn't look like Public Enemies number 1 and 2. But that's before we found out what really happened. And that's before we found a victim way too eager to forgive these fellas for doing something really nasty.
They don't know what I've gone through.
It's hard to imagine what kind of person would rob Ruth McCanespy.
I'm 80 years old. What did I ever do to anybody, to you? Nothing.
Ruth was shopping at a West Bank Walmart Sunday when her life took a horrible turn.
And this young man was running real fast. I heard him first, and he hit my basket with a lot of force, and it scared me.
NOPD says that man stole her purse. In it, credit cards, a Medicare card, her military benefits ID, and her license.
The license had that address on it, and that's where I parked it, right next door.
Hours after the theft, Ruth says the suspect used the license to find her address and steal her car that for her was truly priceless.
Well, I was devastated. I only have the one car. It was given to me by my daughter who passed away. She was real young. She died of colon cancer.
This car probably meant a little something to you.
It meant everything to me.
And what happens next left Ruth speechless. These young men not only tracked down and stole her car, but crashed it into someone else's car and ran off.
I don't fault those young people. I fault the parents because they can do better. You can do better. You can love those children enough to want them not to ever do anything like that. I feel sorry for somebody that thinks they have to steal something from somebody else.
Here's what's painfully obvious after watching these videos, many of these videos where they put a camera in front of a traumatized victim. Just because you are the victim of a violent crime and the victim of a car theft, that doesn't make you an expert on violent crime and car thefts. This woman is sitting there blaming the parents. There are no parents. They are accomplices.
Please, sir. I want some more.
So you want to give parenting lessons and inject that into the criminal justice system. How do you think we got here in the first place? Where a couple of young fellas can rob you middle of the day and nobody thinks it's a big deal whatsoever. You don't think it's a big deal whatsoever. I'm talking about the victim here. So we don't do that around here. We're protecting the next victim. We're looking out for the next victim, even if this current victim doesn't know enough to do that. That's what we do. By calling out this ridiculous level of black crime and violence, black on white crime, wildly out of proportion, how so many people are in denial, deceit, and delusion about it, how that's created the greatest lie of our generation. By the way, I hope you're checking out my podcasts. They're easy to find everywhere except iTunes. And just like our take on this story, oh yeah, those podcasts, they'll make the black kids angry.